Hi guys, this is Phase 7, Saturday's program. So we are doing chaos. Chaos is a fun program, and today's might be the hardest chaos that we have in general. So I want to first start off explaining how chaos works and how we're going to have it written on the board so you guys can better coach up our clients. So first thing I do on chaos is I actually walk over the board. It'll be on this big board in the middle. However, right now we're on the little ones, so we'll have to race next one for this current program. So I'll have it written up on the board. And the way I'm going to explain it to people is like, okay guys, have everybody circle around the board. So what we're going to do is we have these exercises. We have burpees, squats, wall abs, plank jacks. I first want to explain how you actually go through this program, and then we'll go through and demonstrate the exercises after that. So first thing I'll say to people, so you'll start like station number 1. So we have 4 stations, 4 quadrants in the gym. Quadrant number 1 is on the rubber. Quadrant number 2 is on the other side of the road. Quadrant number 3 is on the other side of the turf, and quadrant number 4 is in here. It works out really nice in our gym for those 4 quadrants. So you do 24 reps of burpees. If you start in the burpee station, you do 24 reps of that. Then you'll walk over to quadrant number 2, and you'll do 6 reps of squats. Then you do walk over to quadrant number 3, 24 reps of wall abs, back into quadrant number 4 for 6 reps. Then you'll come over and you'll go 21, 9, 21, 9, 18, 15, 20, 12, 18, 12, and then in the middle you should hit all 15s. As these things come down, these will increase. So our load should be, as our load decreases on one, our load increases on another, and makes it pretty challenging throughout the whole time. It's what makes it fun, because as these go down, the heart rate stays elevated, but you're using different muscle groups, so you're actually able to keep pushing pretty hard on this one. So some big things to think about conceptually when you're trying to explain this to people is you need to first explain how the circuit works. And then from there you need to say, okay guys, now what if you actually started on station number 2 and you started over there? How many reps would you start out with? And you'll have somebody ask, like, hey, 6 reps. Awesome, good. So then you do 6 reps, and you do 24 reps of this, 6 reps of this. Then you'd come back up and do 24 reps of burpee before you come back down to the 9 of your first station, right? So wherever you start, you got to come all the way full circle. Regardless if you start here or here, you got to come all the way full circle to get through. If you start at 24 here, you can't go 24, 6, and then do 21 burpees. You got to come all the way around. And I know it sounds stupid that when you think about it, but most people don't always understand that. So you do have to explain that to people. Then the last thing we do, after I demonstrate everything, I'll say to all the clients, say, who needs to start at station number 1, because this program confuses them. And you'll have probably 5 or 6 people raise their hand, totally fine, put them at station number 1. Now, the cool part about burpees is most people don't want to start out with 24 burpees. So it's not going to be like, oh my God, I want to start at station number 1. So you won't have that. A lot of people trying to just choose it because they want to start there. But don't try to break them up because they want to start there. Break them because they have to start there. All right? So let's go ahead and go through the exercises today. So we're going to start over here with burpees. So you guys are super familiar with all our progressions burpees. I'm going to go through each one, spend a little time on each one as we go along. So what we want to do today is we have a 25-minute cap on this workout. That is plenty of time for people to choose a hard variation of burpee. What you're going to find out over, probably by the end of the first week, you'll find out people will get done with this whole thing probably 5 minutes early. You're like, holy crap, that only took 20 minutes, we have 25 minutes. It's because a lot of people are going to choose to go easy. And what you got to do after that class, go up to like them and say, hey, so-and-so, you need to, you need to go from doing the incline burpee to doing a medicine ball burpee. That was too easy for you. Or you need to go from the medicine ball burpee to an incline burpee. Or even some of our fitter that are nervous they're not going to get done in time, say, hey, you get done 5 minutes early. Let's go to that full burpee and do as many rounds as you can at that full burpee, and then maybe you get to the last 2 rounds and decide to go to plank burpees as you go along. Or start with plank burpees for the first 2 longer ones, like the 24 reps and the 21 reps, and then move over to full burpees after that. But you want to make sure you're challenging people from week to week, kind of paying attention to who's getting done early or not. So burpees. We have the incline burpee. We are kicking all the way back, up, stand tall, right? Core tight the whole time. The medicine ball burpee is going to be the same thing, just a little less instability, right? So or a little more instability, sorry. Kicking back, up, stand tall. From there, we have the incline burpee. So on an incline burpee, we want to make sure we're in a good plank position coming down. I like to personally get down where I touch my hands first, make sure that I'm mobile. So I'm mobile here, up, stand tall. That makes sure my lower back is in the same position. But as I go down in this position, right, I want to get my hands braced into the ground and kick back strong. Kick back up, stand tall. So it's pretty much like a groin at that bottom position as well, okay? So from there, that's there. And the full version of burpee, we want to make sure we get good mobility. Again, coming down, touching, kicking back and being strong with that plank position, dropping under control, driving up into a push-up, snapping our hips, standing tall. That should be one solid motion. Make sure you're teaching people that should be one solid motion so they can start to ingrain in their head. I can't just drop out. I just can't go and be that warm position. I have to be very strong coming out of the bottom position. So they'll start out with 24 burpees. Round one, people's heart rates are going to be through the roof because 24 burpees for a lot of people is a lot of burpees. So they're going to be pretty tired right away. That's good. Our heart rate's going to be yellow instantly pretty much. And then from there, we're going to stay in yellow the whole time. So we're coming over to station number 2. We'll have a bunch of medicine balls over here. We'll bring the heavy medicine balls over. We'll have the medicine balls on the rack as well. They can use whatever weight they want. I would challenge them to stay pretty heavy on this because it's especially on the lighter reps. So we're going to start off with 6 reps here. A little bit heavier because it's a pretty easy exercise because it's not, it's just a body weight squat. A little bit of weight. So medicine ball hug, I like them to hug it high because I want to engage that upper back. Deep squat. I would say nobody needs to do this without weight. They just go with the super light, right? We have 6 pounds, 8 pounds, they can go with the super light. I think everybody can squat with weight, unless they can't squat. Then we'll have a TRX or 2 sit up here. I know there's going to be wall abs over here, but we can make sure that there's enough space. We have plenty of wall to do wall abs on. So here, they can always do a TRX squat here as well. They'll have the same rep ranges that they have there. So station number 2 is going to be squats. Move over to station number 3. They can do this against the blue wall over there, or they can use any of this wall through the door. We probably don't want to get them over onto that side over there, but anywhere along here where that blue wall is going to be empty too, they can do wall abs. So when we're doing wall abs, big thing here, laying down, take your hands, engage into that wall. We're going to get that core tight, back flat, legs up, toes tucked, right? We want to get that pelvic floor engaged. Here, 1 or 2 options. You can bring your head up or lay your head down. Bring your head up, engages the core just a little bit, but for a lot of people it gets a little tough on the neck, so it's totally fine to have that laying down. But in this position here, we're going to go all the way out, bring it back in, 1, 2. It's 24 reps per leg, not 24 total reps on this one, okay? That's important because that's really where the volume of this will make up for the volume of the burpees. The way this is designed today is really timing based. So I need to make sure that the burpee station and the wall ab station take about the same amount of time because then we can't have everybody just at one station, right? So those almost have to space themselves out, and the squats and the plank jacks will roughly take about the same amount of time. Plank jacks might take a little bit longer, or go quicker a little bit than the squats, but that's what we're trying to conceptually do here, okay? So again, here, run all the way out. The thing you want to pay attention to is people get tired, they'll start to bicycle. That's a bicycle, not a wall ab. A wall ab is in place, all the way out, bring it as close to the ground as you can, back up, all the way out, back up. If you have some people that are super heavy that can't lift their legs, just start on the ground, lift. We call those reverse wall abs, okay? And then so you'll have 24 of those. I just went from 6 squats, 24 of those, into 6 plank jacks. So down here on the turf, hands down, plank, 1, 2, 3, or modification, step ups. 1, 2, 3. One reason I'm going slower on that one is the people that get into those modified variations on that are probably modified on other exercises, and so they're going to be way faster than the average person. We're trying to get everybody to get in that 22 to 25 minute range, and so I want to make sure that the people that have modifications don't get done like 7 minutes earlier than everybody else. So we got to find a way to challenge them. So when we do step outs, that's one way that we can slow the people down on the step outs a little bit on that one, okay? So thinking about this program today, you got to really make sure that you're challenging people to be the hardest variation they can. It's going to get super hot, fans going on, all that kind of stuff. You're not going to do a lot except for going around and just encouraging people and being happy. Like, hey guys, good job, keep going, going. And make sure they understand that they're always going clockwise in the circle.